Hello everybody. Hello everybody. This is Mike from Mike's Magic Auto Detailing and Paint Enhancement here in Sharpsburg, Georgia. Kind of a poopy weather day, but that's okay. Oh man, see, it's official. Right there it is. Right there it is. Oh man, it's just going to be kind of a quickie, sort of a two-part video this morning. I was late getting started, but hey, it happens. I wanted to talk about the glass for a moment and do a quicker review, another quick review of some of the paint problems this car has. Because I have her inside now, as you can plainly see, and under all my LED lights. I got them everywhere. These paint defects really showed up, but I want to talk about exterior glass for just a moment. What I did here this morning, just a few minutes ago, I cleaned this half of the windshield with, this is the wrong bottle, but because I dropped and broke the bottle it came in, but that's okay, that's okay. Sonax glass cleaner. For a normal glass cleaner, it is the best I have run across so far. And I used, as you can plainly see, a very low pile microfiber towel, which is good for scrubbing. And then I followed up with an old waffle weave. I think this was a McGuire's one from way back. They'll last a long time to take care of them, because this is just my first step. When I get to where I'm actually cleaning and all that, I will move up to newer, better, dedicated design for glass cleaning towels. But, you know, it doesn't look too bad from here. And we're just about a foot or so away from it. But, you know, I've talked about this before. You do the baggie test on the paint and you can feel the contaminants. You just take a El Cheapo sandwich baggie like this, and I'm not sure why this works, but it does. Maybe somebody can explain the science to me. You can feel contaminants on paint and on glass better than you can with your bare hand. But rubbing it across this glass, man, I can feel. I wish y'all were here. I don't know if you can pick up that sound, but it is very rough with lots of contaminants. I feel a lot of them right up here. A lot that you can't really see with the naked eye. But my point was going to be, this looks pretty good until, I hope you guys can pick this up. You wet it, like if it was raining or something, and look at everything that shows up when it's wet. Look at all that stuff showing up. Now, if it was raining outside, your glass that looked very clean before would now look like this, and you'd be going, "Dadgum, my windshield's dirty." And then when it stops raining and the glass dries, you'll be like, "Oh, okay, the rain must have cleaned it off." But guess what? It did not. It is still there. And that was the Sonax glass cleaner I sprayed on there. And you say, well, that must have got it off. Nope. I'll show you. It didn't. There it is. It's still there. So, what do we do about that? Well, no glass cleaner on the market is going to get rid of that. Not one. Not a single one. Now, some of the old school guys, and I used to do this, will tell you to get out the 4-aught steel wool. And, you know, that will work. But I just choose not to have to deal with all the little steel fibers that flake off and end up everywhere. Because you don't want to be rubbing anything and catch up one of those fibers and rub it across something, because they are abrasive. It will clean your tempered glass, and it'll do a very decent job, but to clean up afterwards, oh man, what a pain. So my plan this morning, I'm gonna go ahead and clean the entire windshield like I just did, just to get the debris off of it. And I've got some of my weapons of choice out here. I'll show you guys. This is some clay bar, aggressive grade clay bar. And you can see I've labeled this container glass. I saved this clay bar just for glass, because you can use it and use it and use it and use it. It's not like your paint, where once it gets a little bit of contaminants in it, you don't want to use it on the paint anymore. But the glass, it really doesn't matter. And then I will either use this. Sometimes I'll use this, what they call a synthetic clay bar. I don't like these because you have to continually clean them off. This one needs cleaning right now before you can use it, and you only get 2 or 3 wipes with it, and you got to stop and clean it. So I don't gravitate towards them too much. I prefer the traditional regular old clay bar. I've got me a bottle of citral out. Don't pay any attention to the bottle. Sometimes that is good for cleaning off gunk from the windows as well. And I got 2 different types of glass polish out here to show you guys. This is Ceraglass. This is basically for what we call substrate polishing. It's very abrasive and very, very messy and difficult to use. We won't be doing that because I don't see any scratches in this glass, and that's not what this budget's all about anyway. But what I will be using is this diamondite glass polish. There again, for this what we call topical polishing, which is what we'll be doing today, to try and remove as much of that staining as we possibly can from the glass, which I said I call them drizzle stains. Comes from rain, sprinklers, you know, all that stuff, and hard water from your tap water, especially here in Coweta County. It dries and leaves behind the chemicals that are in the water. So after I do this, and I'll be using a rotary buffer with a cutting foam pad. Just about any kind of pad will work. You can use a wool pad, and my rotary buffer because it just goes faster that way. You can use a dual action if you choose. It just won't work as well or quite as quickly as the rotary buffer will. Oh boy. And then once I wipe all that off, what I will do is, you know, clean the glass off again, and I'll put some kind of temporary protectant on it until I'm through with the rest of the car, washing it, buffing it, and all that kind of stuff, just to help it, if anything lands on the glass, to keep it from getting bonded to it. And what I wanted to make mention of right quickly, like this morning, is when I got under these LED lights inside, I was trying to show you guys this outside last night, some of the problems in this paint. Look at all this. Look at all that. That is just rough to the touch. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is explained to me here in real time. There's a shiny spot right there surrounded by rough stuff. And I think you can kind of see over there some of that whiting or hazy stuff I was talking about yesterday. I'm not sure how much of that's going to go away. And this whole paint job is covered in stuff like that. And the other thing I noticed this morning is I noticed more contaminants and stuff on this roof. Oh boy. And when I step back here to the trunk area, I don't know if I'll be able to pick this up for you guys, but you can kind of see all the rough stuff on this trunk paint. And this trunk has hardly no shine to it whatsoever. Almost none. I mean, look at the shine on this, and there's pretty good shine here, but when you get over to here, there's almost no shine. So I'll have to test this paint first and try to figure out if there's even any clear coat on it, and if so, how much, before I start attacking all of this stuff. Ooh-wee. I don't know. I hate to be overly critical, but whoever painted this car, it's a shame they did such a, most of it is really acceptable, like there, here, as I pointed out. But this is unacceptable work as far as I am concerned. I am really disappointed in the person who did this. This is not good. You can see more stuff there, stuff there. This whole trunk, I don't know. And Miss Starry, I keep wanting to call you Starry. I may end up going ahead and putting some regular ceramic coating on this if it doesn't shine up. Just try to give it some more shine. See, like it doesn't have any here, but you move down to here, it's very, very glossy. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, folks, I appreciate everybody. You know what they say? Like, tag, share, follow, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, make a comment. I like the comments that tell me where you folks are watching from. I always find that kind of interesting. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But anyway, I'm going to get to it, folks. I'm running behind here, so I want to get to it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be sure and subscribe so you'll catch up on the next video in this series.